Wasn't it just a few weeks ago, if you criticized Rings of Power, you were the problem? You were the toxic fan. I mean, they came out with articles like this saying everyone is tired of your toxic fandom. Stop criticizing these shows. You just never know. Stop criticizing. You're the problem. Well, it only took them a few episodes to come up with articles like this. This is from the same company. This is from Forbes that put out this toxic fandom. And now they're like, well, you know what? After watching a few episodes, the Rings of Power has a Galadriel problem. You think? We could have told you that from episode 1. You just had to wait, right? You just had to be like, wait, don't make fun of the show. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. They spent billions. They spent all this money. It's going to be good. Well, you know, maybe this character's not so good. Oh, but it gets better. It gets better. The Rings of Power has inexplicably terrible writing. You think? Maybe listen to the fans that are watching instead of criticizing them first. Maybe put your ear to the ground. Maybe read the temperature of the room. 2 million downvotes. I'm just saying. Maybe just understand what's going on here. The show sucks. I was reviewing the show. I was doing every episode. This last one was so bad. Like, I just couldn't. I just got too fidgety. I just couldn't watch. And for those that are asking, I'll pick it back up, but just let me breathe for a moment. Just let me breathe. But let's go back here and see what they have to say about their queen, the star. Side note, they posted a picture of Galadriel, but they cut her head off because they don't want to see her face. I kept clicking on the picture and that doesn't expand. So I think they did this on purpose. And just for the record, this is the author of this article. All right, so I don't want to hear anything. This is the author of this article from Forbes, okay?
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
In the 3rd episode of Amazon's Lord of the Rings of Power, Galadriel finally smiles. Galadriel wears almost exclusively various shades of scowl. Perhaps the occasional glower or puzzlement, but mostly she just frowns and glares at people. This is an article. This is an actual Forbes article, either in gritty determination or impatience and frustration. I think many of the criticism leveled at this version of Galadriel have missed the mark. She is not a Mary Sue. Wait, are we allowed to use that term now? Because I was told that it's derogatory, that you can't say that word. You're not supposed to call women that, buddy. Did you not know? She's far too unlikable to be a Mary Sue for one thing. And her character is much too old and experienced to qualify. Mary Sues, by definition, are characters who are good at everything, despite not having the training or experience required for such mastery. And this is my favorite part. Unfortunately, in the Rings of Power, it appears Galadriel has not picked up on any people skills, despite being several thousands years old at this point. You gotta work on your people skills if you want to keep this job. We'll send you to training. All right, maybe you can go visit the Heartfoots because their hearts are big as their feet. They got old man Gandalf running around. Maybe he can give you a few tips, Galadriel, even though you're like thousands of years old. How did you not learn these people skills? And here is where the author gets just a little sad. I'm gonna need some music for this part. After 3 episodes, I also have to sadly admit, it only took him 3 episodes, that I think the casting choice here was a mistake. I like most of the cast at this point, but Galadriel is the weak link. I'm sure Clark is a fine actor. She's just isn't convincing as Galadriel. Ouch. Sorry to hear that. With Galadriel set up as the show's primary protagonist and 5 seasons planned, I admit I'm starting to worry. Ooh. There's much to love about the Rings of Power, but I'm really concerned that Galadriel will sink the ship if major changes aren't made to her character. And it might simply be too late for that. No, I'm not suggesting that Galadriel smile more. I only brought up her moment of smiling because the slow motion scene was so jarring. Oh, and I believe in all his sadness, he wrote this article too, that the writing is terrible, which we all knew, that the creators of Amazon's The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, know how to create spectacle, but they don't know how to tell a good story. It only took you a few episodes, huh, buddy? That's it. Something that we've been screaming about this whole time. Now you've waken up, huh? Now you've seen the writing or the bad writing on the wall. This is such a great paragraph. Unfortunately, the Rings of Power is written so poorly, it defies even my worst fears. I wonder if I should bring the music back. Oh yes, I was awed and impressed by the opening 2 episodes, just like many others. But my... how quickly a badly written TV series can wear out its welcome once the shimmer fades. He finishes up the article basically saying Galadriel's an embarrassment and the plot was just all over the place. But here's the real issue. The value of the critic is lost. People don't want to believe critics anymore because they all say the exact same thing. They get to watch the first 4 episodes for free, use a hashtag, and they say, oh, it's great. Wait till you get to episode 3. You're going to love it. Basically doing their best to try to keep people to keep watching terrible, terrible shows. And that's the issue. And then they come out and they say stuff like, you shouldn't watch YouTubers. You shouldn't watch these people because they're toxic. They promote toxicity. You know, they're part of the toxic fandom. So if they criticize certain things, then they're part of the toxic problem. But then after a while, you wonder why nobody watches or reads your reviews anymore because they can't trust you. Because all you're doing is trying to push people to watch a show that you know is trash. Stop it. Just tell the truth. That's all we want. This show is not good. It's not good. And it's funny to see the media go from one to another because they just can't help it because more and more people are speaking up saying, there's no way in the world you could say that The Rings of Power is a good show. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hey, if you like this hat, it will be available in October. It's the new Welcome to Rebellion merch from 9 Line Apparel. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you're new here. Hit the subscribe button. And we will catch you next time.